welcome back, or welcome if you're new. I'm Delix. So today's video is a draw with me where I'm going to fill up pages with things from my Japan trip. Before starting with my sketchbook, I did some prepping by cutting off some stuff I might use and printing some photos. As you can see, I have collected a lot during the journey, and these are just shopping bags, wrappings, and food packaging. I have more ephemera on the side that I can use. So, I went to Japan in between November and December, and I stayed there for 2 weeks. It was my first time visiting, so my itinerary was very basic. I visited Osaka, Kyoto, Tokyo, and I did a quick trip to Nara, Hakone, and Yokohama as well. I had so much fun, and I visited a lot of places that I didn't think I'd see with my own eyes. So that's why I'm doing these pages, to keep the memory fresh and to remember. If I were to visit Japan again in the future, it would be fun to see and compare those two adventures. I'm sure I would do some things differently. So, let's begin with the first page and the start of the journey. As I said before, it was a trip of 2 weeks, and I traveled with my group of friends and my boyfriend. We were a total of 10 people. I know, a pretty consistent group, but we made it. The plane ride was long and exhausting, as expected from a trip from Italy to the other side of the world. But I was pretty prepared for that. It wasn't so different from a trip to the Philippines. We landed to Tokyo Haneda and we took another plane to Osaka Kansai Airport, which I got my first Eki stamp from Hana Airways. Now, it could be it, and I wish I could tell you that we went to the hotel and we went out, our first night in Japan. But nope. In fact, our arrival to the hotel was delayed by a tiny inconvenience. None of our luggages made it to Osaka. Not a single one. We asked the staff and they told us that in Japan, you are supposed to take the luggages in the first airport of the nation you're landing, even if it's not your final destination, and basically do the check-in again for the national flight. So, since our first airport was Tokyo Haneda, we were supposed to took everything from there. Of course, no one told us to do so. Thank you, Peretola Airport. But it wasn't such a big deal. Our staff were just stuck in Tokyo, right? We wished. They called Haneda Airport and they told us that our luggages were not there. They weren't even in Japan. They had no idea where they went. So, 4 ladies of Hana Airways helped us to fill up a form for finding the missing suitcases. I was pretty lucky that I had something with me in the hand carry luggage, but some other friends weren't so lucky. I hope that those 4 kind ladies got a raise, cause even though they were clearly struggling cause of the language barrier, they tried to help us as best as they could. And I like to think that it was for their efforts that our luggages arrived after just 3 days. So yeah, that's a way to start your dream trip to Japan. I've drawn my OC's Jonathan receiving the not so pleasant news from his brother Thomas. And I put some photos of the plane and my first meal in Osaka. From there, our trip to Osaka went pretty smooth. We were pretty lucky that the weather was great for the rest of our staying. We got rainy days just a couple of times, which I consider it a blessing since we left Italy dodging the rainy days. As you can see here, we went to Osaka's castle, and that's the Eki stamp I found there. We bought almost all the tickets for the attractions in great advance and online, and I would totally recommend it if you don't want to waste time queuing. But of course, I couldn't have the ticket as a souvenir. I'm always a bit sad for this reason. Although it's a commodity, it's also a shame for me cause I don't have to keep the memory of that place or an event, like a movie. But I tried to take as many things as I could. In this page, I drew Miyaru eating some rice cakes, the same rice cakes I found while I was visiting the Osaka fish market. I also stuck some sticker of food famous in Osaka, such as takoyaki or okonomiyaki, which I tried. Before leaving, I made a quick list of things that I wanted to try. In the end, I didn't find everything, but at least I tried to eat plenty of different foods. From this point, you'll see a bunch of Eki stamps from Osaka Aquarium. I didn't thought there were so many. It was so fun trying to find them all cause it was like a huge treasure hunt. One of the places I was ecstatic to visit was actually the aquarium, just to see a real wild shark with my own eyes. The building was huge. In fact, the average visiting time is 4 hours. So if you're planning to go there, go in the morning or in the evening, like we did. Our entrance was at 3 p.m., so that for the time we were out, it was dinner time. I don't have to say much of the aquarium. It was fun and interesting because they have so many species I've never seen before in real life, like the sea angel. In this page, I stick a bunch of food labels I bought in the convenience store. These are one thing. I think it's an energy drink. It was what kept me alive through all the trip cause we woke up at 6 or 7 a.m. We walked a lot with very few time for resting, and we ended our day around 11 p.m. every single day. Plus, with all the sweating caused also from the temperature difference between outside and inside buildings, we got sick. Everyone slowly got sick. We brought our medicines with us, but it wasn't enough. So, we lost our luggages and we slowly got sick. Anyway, back to the aquarium. Another animal I saw and I wasn't expecting it were otters. I remember otters being so popular years ago. The Instagram feed was flooded and I really liked them. They're so cute. And I felt lucky seeing them there. So, for the occasion I drew Uriel and Friday, super excited to see cute animals like otters and sea lions. It's been so long since I drew my OCs and it shows. I couldn't get them right, especially Friday. My poor baby. I used to draw them very often, but now I can't find the time. I'd like to do something about it. I would like to doodle more like I used to. Maybe it won't be such a pain drawing them next time. onto the whale shark page. Actually, there's two equistems of two animals I've never seen before. The whale shark and the penguin. But not a simple penguin, a king penguin. Fun fact, when I was little, I was always expecting to see a king penguin at the aquarium, like it was common. And I always got disappointed seeing that there were other kinds of penguins. Seeing them for the first time made my inner child so happy. Like I could tell her they exist. And the super lucky thing was that among all those penguins, there was a baby penguin. I tried to take a photo, but since it was brown on a dark background, it was quite challenging. As for the whale shark, there were two of them and they were huge. I tried to take some good pictures, but it was too crowded. In this page, I just drew action, observing and being amazed by these two animals. And I think that's pretty much it. The aquarium part is not over yet, and there's much more I would like to tell. I just need to be faster with the pages since it took me way too long for just a couple of them. Maybe I could speed up the process by doing some prepping work, especially where I want to draw. So yeah, that's the beginning of the Japan trip I did. I have a lot of pages to do, so I'll be doing a part 2 or even a part 3. We'll see. If you made it this far, thank you so much. Give it a like if you liked it, subscribe for more, and see you next time. Bye bye!